guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Davis from Drone Camps. We're starting to get some goggles in now, and this is pretty cool because our first pair of goggles that we're going to intro on this channel is the Hunter Fpv Goggles. They're from FT Model Technology, and they're from our friends over at gearbest.com. Super cool because these are sub $100 and they're 800 by 400 resolution. So the resolution is good on these, and that's what I like to see, especially for something that's cost effective, that is something you can use to get started in FPV. You don't have to spend $500 to get into this, especially just starting out, because who knows whether you're going to be doing it 6 months down the road. And if you make a huge investment in the very beginning, then you have to sell off all the stuff you bought for way less than what you bought it for. So it's very nice that you can buy something now that's a little more affordable. So this is the box that comes with it, and pretty much everything you need here to get started. The nicest thing about these goggles is, if you're new to this and you don't know much about batteries, this will accept a 2 to 4S battery to power this. The power port is in the very top, and it comes with a Dean's connector style cable. And if you order a battery for this, you want to make sure it has a Dean's connector cable, unless you do what I did. If you're handy at soldering, you can switch it over to an XT60. This is an example of an XT60 here. I have this 3S battery laying around, so I'm going to use that. It fits perfect in the side here. That's very nice. Now you can plug this in up here on top, and this is how you can power up the goggles. Now if you have Dean's, obviously you're going to have Dean's connectors here, but I modded it, so I made an XT60, because most of my batteries do have XT60s, so not hard to do because they already give you the cable, which is really nice. Now it does not come with a battery, by the way, but it does come with your 5.8 gigahertz Cloverleaf antenna. Make sure this is on when you power the goggles on for the first time. Now there are a few different functions inside this pair of goggles that's nice. It is a 5-inch screen. Like I said, it is 800 by 400, I believe 480, and it does have some inputs and outputs here. So you have, if you look real closely here, you have audio output, video output, and video in as well. So very nice that you have all those capabilities. They do give you in the box an extra cable for doing that. Very nice. And they also give you 2 sets of foam inserts for the goggles that come along with them. So this set I've already put on there, and they feel really nice on my head. Let me grab a quad real quick and I'll plug these in, and I'll try to show you some of the video in here and show you some of the quality of the video. It's really quite bright. Okay, so I plugged in the quad over here, and now you can see inside the goggles, you can see that the quad is on, and you can see in the studio here. And nice resolution on these. Now I'll go ahead and we can actually do an auto search on here. If you press once, it should do an auto search, and it'll search all 40 channels. You can press once, long press, and you can change super fast through here. You can also press either one of these buttons on the top by the power button, and that'll give you your current telemetry as well. So I've got 12 volts on my battery, and I'm running on 5.769, and you can change bands as well on here. I believe there's 4 different bands and 40 channels on here, so plenty of channels to choose from. Now if you long press as well on, say, the positive button here, you can change frequencies. So at the very bottom of the screen, you see how it's changing channels? I'm manually changing the channels here, and I can go up and down. So there we go, I'm back on the channel now, and I press the manual button again. This is the middle button. It has an M on it. If I press that button again, it shows me which mode I'm in. Now it's to set my channel. There's another channel in here. There's also the brightness settings. You push your positive button, long press it, and it'll change it 10% at a time. So if I push and hold it, it'll keep going. And then I can go back down if I press and hold the positive on the other side. I usually like to about 50% on that. Here's the contrast. You can change that back and forth as well. Very easy. And also, you have color saturation on here as well. So if you find the one that says RGB on the bottom left, you can do positive and negative again, and you can bring up your color saturation. So quite a few different modes in here for something under $100, not bad. They do not have diversity on the goggles. I would like to see something with diversity, but you know what? For a beginner pair of goggles, under the $100 mark, this is definitely something to get you started. The goggles that I flew with for the first 2 years had a single antenna output on their input, so no big deal. They weren't near as fancy as these goggles, so very nice setup, the Hunter FPVs. If you're looking for something super easy to use and actually really comfortable, it has a nice soft, almost feels like a sort of a velvet coating over top of the foam. A little more comfortable than what I've used in the past, this set of goggles. So definitely a thumbs up from me. For a beginner pair of goggles, these are pretty awesome. These are the Hunter FPV. You can check out the link below. So thanks again for hanging out on this quick review of the Hunter FPV goggles. I'm Justin Davis. I'll see you guys on the next one.